Hey everybody, I'm back. Sorry I've been gone for a little while. Sometimes life just gets busy. It's been a bit of a busy summer for me actually. Busy year actually. Haven't been able to vlog as much as I want to, but got a day off from work, no big plans, and I thought I'd just share with you a few updates of what's been going on with my life lately. Now, I don't know if you can hear it right now, but my bike sounds a little bit different. I splurged and ordered a full FMF exhaust system. So that's a Powerbomb header and the Q4 muffler. Damn, what a difference it makes with the bike. So, pretty easy install. And at the same time, I rejetted the carburetor, which is actually a pretty simple process. Honestly, the hardest part about it is removing the carburetor from the bike. Not that it's like challenging or anything in a scary sort of way. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass. And the jetting is very simple. There's tons of online tutorials for it. So the bike is really, really opened up now. Feels like it's got a whole lot more power, and it sounds pretty sweet. I don't know if you can hear it at all. But I've got mega top end power now. It used to just fall off after 8,000 RPM, but now it just pulls all the way through to redline, it feels like. So I'm pretty impressed with it. I always felt it was a little bit lacking. So yeah, it's nice to throw in a few upgrades to the bike to make it go a little faster. So that's the news for my bike. Oh yeah, I did something else. You can go in, buddy. There you go. I did something else to the bike that it's kind of interesting. When I bought the bike, I guess I'm the third owner. Apparently the first owner, I think they did something to it. I think they fell or something, and bike tipped over and landed on the handlebar pretty hard. And so I replaced a couple of parts on the front end, including the handlebar, but also the headlight bracket, because it was all bent out of shape and things weren't like lining up on the front of the bike. And I'm a bit OCD in that way, so I couldn't handle it. But one of the things that I noticed, and I thought it was just sun damage, I guess, but the tachometer was really faded looking compared to the speedometer, and I thought it was just from maybe the sun hitting it in a certain in a certain angle or something, and causing some staining. But I had this idea one day that maybe it's dust in there, because why would one gauge be faded and the other one not? So a couple days ago I ripped it all apart, and turns out there was a big crack in the gauge cluster, and there was a bunch of dust getting in just on the one side. Took it apart, cleaned it up, glued it back together, reassemble, done. And I put new light bulbs in, so now I can see my gauges at night. So that's news for my bike. So some sad news. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Earlier this month, we went to Kelowna for my cousin's wedding, and we had our little pet hedgehog. She had been with us for just over 4 years. Very, very near and dear to our hearts, that little pet. She wasn't feeling well, and actually passed away in my hands the morning of my cousin's wedding day. So it was really, really hard on us Tiggy was her name. She she went rather suddenly, but it was a hard hit, because little Tiggy had been with us through lots of tough times, and with all the shit that we've been going through, with me and my medical conditions and stuff. Little Tiggy was one of those small treasures in life, and often the highlight of your day, if you're having a bad day, you go home and go have a visit with a sweet little hedgehog. And so she was a great pet, and it was really, really hard to lose her so suddenly. So I wanted to thank some of the people that were very supportive on that day. Seeing all my family was a true blessing, in a tough time like that. Big thank you to my aunts for, just sharing tears and showering us with love. Thank you to my cousin Gareth, the MC. Just your words and your actions that day, and upon hearing the news, it really, really meant a lot. I know you've probably been in the same situation, with Tabitha, Pierogi cat. So, yeah, it meant a lot, those hugs and those words. So, and then thanks to my dad for being the perfect dad. I mean, you said the right words, and you treated me like a son. It was reassuring to hear from you and get a big hug and talk about old family pets and stuff. So, Dad, I love you, and I truly appreciate that. Also, huge thanks to my cousin Elizabeth and her new husband Kevin. Sorry about that. That's where my battery died. Thank God for Home Depot for providing me the parking lot to pull over and change my battery. Home Depot will never sell GoPro supplies. So yeah, I was right in the middle of thanking my cousin Elizabeth. And I'd also like to thank Kevin, Elizabeth's husband now. You coming out to us and giving us hugs and saying those kind words. It really means a lot. I am very, very happy that you're part of the family now, and I don't think that Elizabeth could have picked a better man to spend her life with. I'm looking forward to spending more time with you guys. And I'd also like to thank our friends Sarah and John, who were with us that weekend. It really meant a lot to have you guys just be there with us while we were dealing with our emotions. And I know you guys did a lot to try to cheer us up, and it may seem like none of it worked, but it actually was very helpful for us to not be allowed to sink into a deep pit of emotion and have you guys with us and spending time with you guys. So if there's anyone that I've missed, I apologize. On a brighter note, as I ride into town here, I know this slow traffic. Just go, man. Short bus, I mean vehicle. On a brighter note, next month, Sarah and I, we are doing our honeymoon. I think I might have mentioned that we got married in April. We are going to Iceland. So, this will be the first time I've left the continent. I'm pretty excited about that. I'll be bringing the GoPro along. So, expect some Icelandic vlogs. I won't have my motorcycle there, so they won't be moto vlogs. But we are renting a camper van and doing the tour to Iceland. So that'll be our rental car and accommodations in one. We're gonna drive around the perimeter of Iceland and see lots of cool things. So hopefully I'll have lots of sweet footage to show you all. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. So till then, you guys take it easy and yeah, enjoy the rest of your summer. Bye.